So in the last video, we talked about the top 5 things that hold people back from being consistent in the gym. So in today's video, we're gonna cover the top 5 ways to get consistent in the gym. So follow these 5 things and you'll start getting there. Number 1 is setting measurable goals. Now this is something we covered earlier on in the chapter anyways, but we'll briefly retouch on it anyways. Instead of saying something like, I wanna lose 50 pounds, say, I'm gonna try to lose a pound per week. The small wins build momentum and keep you motivated. It's a lot easier to focus on losing a pound per week than losing 50 pounds. And that's a perfect example of breaking big goals into small goals. Focusing on small, actionable goals that you can repeat on a daily and weekly basis is a million times easier than focusing on this big, far out there thing. Just right in front of your face and you can focus on it. Another thing that ties into setting goals for consistency is aligning your goals with your actual lifestyle. If you're super busy, do 30-minute workouts. If you don't have time to cook, set 2 days out of the week to do a big meal prep so you can batch cook your food. And another key principle of goal setting, you want to track your progress regularly. This is going to keep your mind sharp and it's going to give you an accurate picture as to where you are. Number 2, you want to focus on the process, not perfection. Like in the last video, we talked about the all or nothing mindset and how it completely dismantles people's progress. The concept of making one mistake and thinking everything's ruined. Little mistakes happen, and the more you focus on getting back on track quickly, the more consistent you'll become. For example, yesterday I woke up way too late, I missed one of my meals, and I didn't get my workout in, which is a bad day, right? Today, I got all my meals in and I worked out because I know that one bad day is not gonna throw me off forever. Instead of focusing so hard on the outcome, just focus on the 3 or 4 tasks that you have to do every day, right? Get your 7 to 8 hours of sleep, cook your meals, eat your meals, and do your workout, right? Just focus on that. That's how you stay consistent. And you also have to embrace your small wins and accept imperfection. If you lose a pound, if your weight goes up a little on a workout, celebrate that, internalize it, and enjoy it, because that's going to keep you going. That's how you start enjoying the process. And when you do screw something up, just learn from it and do better the next time. The third thing that's going to help you get super consistent is you need an actual routine, not just a goal and a vague idea of what you're doing. Schedule your workouts, plan your meals, and make these things part of your actual routine, and treat them like appointments. You don't skip appointments. Well, most of the time. Going deeper into that, pick specific dates and times to schedule your workouts, your meal prep, and any important task related to your physical fitness.
Another easy hack with something like this is tying your fitness habits into habits that you already have in your daily life. For instance, instead of driving right home after work, after you get in the car to leave work, drive to the gym. Let's say later in the night, you turn your favorite podcast on every night, turn it on while you meal prep. Tie things in with what you already know. Now, number 4. Now, this is how I personally got really consistent at first, and that's accountability, right? I went to the gym with my friends and I worked with a personal trainer. Helped me tremendously. Now, when you have a coach or a friend or a group of people backing you up, it makes it a lot easier to stay consistent, because when you're feeling down, you got people there to pick you up. But also, when you have somebody else counting on you and not just yourself, it's a lot harder to let other people down than let yourself down. Another great little thing you could do is share your goal with a friend or relative. This makes the goal real, and it makes other people aware of your goal that can check in with you about it. That's gonna light a little fire under you, But the best way you can keep yourself accountable is by tracking your progress. Journal, follow a habit log, track your workouts, track your meals, track everything, because it keeps you accountable. Number 5, arguably the most important but most overlooked thing when it comes to building consistency, and that is designing your environment for success. Now, in the last video, we talked about things that are ruining your consistency, things in your environment that are bad that you should take out, like having junk food at your house, keeping unhealthy snacks at work, there's a bunch of them. But let's talk about how to keep your environment optimized for you to stay consistent. The overarching theme is you want to make these fitness habits easy to build, aka take all the friction out of them, right? The easier something is, the more convenient something is, the more likely it is that you're going to do it. Surround yourself with things that make your goals easier. Lay your gym clothes out the night before, set your gym bag by the door so it's right there when you're ready to go, and keep the healthy foods easily accessible. Stock your fridge with them, keep a fruit bowl out, just make it easy to do the right thing. As we said in the last video, declutter your space. Get the junk food away from you, keep the unhealthy temptations away from you, just keep it all as hard to access as possible. When you design your environment to suit your goals, it gets rid of a lot of decision fatigue that you'd otherwise have with a cluttered and unstructured environment. Another good aspect of your environment, surround yourself with supportive people. Surrounding yourself by people who are on a similar journey to you and have similar goals and similar experiences can be amazing when it comes to building a structured routine and getting in shape. You know, one of the biggest reasons I stuck with the gym for so long is because all the people at my gym were fun to talk to, fun to bounce ideas off, fun to hang out with. The second you build a community of people who do the same thing you do, makes it a million times easier to show up. There's obviously more that goes into consistency than just these 5 things, but these 5 tools can drastically help you get more consistent. The most important thing for you to understand is to do the actions you know you need to do regardless of how you feel. And that's so much easier said than done. That's why in the next chapter, we're going to talk about your mindset and how to build the mindset necessary to get great results in your fitness.